Hi guys, welcome to Annie and Asen. Adam just woke up.
He couldn't wait like 15 minutes.
What do you mean? He just wants the action to be part of the action. Okay, go get him. So yeah, Asen is just so surprised by how Adam he wakes up when something is happening or when there's food. That's when he's wide awake.
It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is okay.
Hi.
Yeah, he's okay. Hi. How are you?
How was your nap?
Yeah? What do you have? You have a good nap?
Hello. Hello. Hi, baby. Hello.
We're gonna talk about if you have if you need to buy a car or no. Actually, we're gonna talk about that you don't have to buy a car,
You don't have to buy a car.
right? Yeah.
I think he's still
So,
sleepy.
yeah, so you better watch this video when you go up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need a car.
Oh my goodness.
You just take Uber.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, baby. How are you?
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
How was your nap? Yeah? It was good? Hi.
Say hi, peeps.
Hi.
Say hello.
Hello.
He's still trying to wake up. Hi, baby. Hello. Yeah. Good job. Yeah, so baby Adam just woke up, guys. But yeah, in today's video, we'll be talking why you do not need to buy a car.
Yes.
At least if you live in Toronto, I would
Yeah.
say you do not need to buy a car. Why? Reasons why not to buy a car. So just a brief background about car ownership in Toronto, I would say, or in Canada in general. Because I know there's a variance within provinces, but then it's not such a big variance. But some of the things that you should put into consideration when you're buying a car is your age, the price of the car,
Yeah.
the neighborhood you live in, your driving history, the kind of license you have, your sex in terms of like if you're male, female, and what else?
I think that's it.
Yeah? That's,
Yeah, well, if you're buying a sports car,
yeah.
or depending on the brand, depending
The
on,
value of the
it
car.
depends on, all these details are taken into consideration. when you negotiate for your insurance.
Yeah, so all these things, there are things that are like factored in when you're getting your insurance. They will basically like look at all these things in order to calculate for you how much money you'll be paying for your insurance. So why do we say do not buy a car?
You can get TTC to get you anywhere. You don't need a car.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're out of that range,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, how do you think like for other places like Mississauga Transit takes such a long time? I don't think Mississauga Transit takes such a long time, but
Yeah,
even
it does.
yeah.
Yeah, it's long. It's not like TTC.
It's well, yeah. TTC is basically within like every 3 minutes there is a bus. Yeah. So we are saying do not buy a car because one, it's a fixed expense. Every month you will be paying for that car, and when we talk about you will be paying for that car, insurance, especially in Toronto, it's such a killer.
Yeah.
Insurance is such a
It's very
killer.
high.
Like the difference, if you'll be lucky, like we had said in our previous video, you'll be lucky if you get less than $300 for your insurance. You'll be very lucky. But then you're talking about other expenses such as
That's
like
the minimum.
the gas. Asen had met. Adam,
Really, Adam?
why
You
are
have to do
pressing
this
in our
now?
videos?
Do you have to do this now? Do you need to do this now?
Yeah.
Are you okay? Yeah? Are you good?
He's like,
How
I'm
are you?
good.
How are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So gas prices have like lately the gas price is crazy. It's over 140 per liter. If you're buying a new car,
Yeah.
you know we don't factor the monthly payments for the car if you're financing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're talking about a very, very bare minimum.
But then there's the pressure, babe, where people get pressure from their friends, like so and so is driving this, so and so is driving this, like.
Well, you have to you have to control yourself. You should be able to say no, and if you need to take an Uber, rent a car.
We've had actually a friend who actually bought a car because of pressure.
Yeah.
All the people within her other regular circle of friends, everyone had a car, so she actually bought a car.
Yeah.
Because everyone she knows within her other circle of friends, everyone has a car.
Yeah.
They're all asking her when she's getting a car.
Yeah.
So there's also that pressure, and also people like asking you, oh, what kind of car do you drive?
Yeah.
Yeah. So people will put some undue pressure even without realizing.
Mm-hmm.
So just be honest. Hey, I don't drive a car. That's a huge expense. So that's the other thing. It seems very I would say it seems very naive for people to do it, but actually people go out and buy cars based on pressure from friends or from even relatives, people that they hang out with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need a car if you live in Toronto.
If you live in Toronto, especially, save up all that money. That's like $600 to $1,000 every month that you can save towards your investments. You'd rather even invest that money either in real estate, in stock, in something that is realistic. You'll be seeing your money grow.
Yeah.
Adam, what are you talking about in terms of insurance?
You want a car?
Yeah?
Yeah? Yeah? What do you want? Do you want me to buy a Ferrari for you?
A Lamborghini.
Do you want me to buy a Lamborghini for you? Huh?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so those are some of the reasons why for us we strongly keep saying do not buy a car. Go as long. I'm not saying like it's a bad thing to own a car. It's a good thing to own a car because it comes with a lot of convenience.
Oh yeah, cars a lot of convenience.
There's so much convenience, especially going to the store. And for us, especially because we have a kid now, having a car would be very convenient for us. But we're going to push off buying a car until we cannot be able to. I remember just before Adam was born, like we've had 2 instances where we've wanted a car so bad. I think it was like 2 years ago, we wanted a car so bad, and we wanted a Toyota by then.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, Toyota, yeah.
Yeah, we went to like a dealership and we wanted to get like a RAV4, and when we went there, like the car that we wanted, the specific one that we wanted, the base price was starting like at 35,000-40,000. But then when you put in all these other features that we wanted, everything came to like almost over 50,000.
Yeah.
Over 50,000. So we're like, you know what? By that time we were single. We were like, let's not just do it. Let's just chill out. We're just about like to get married, to do our wedding.
Yeah.
So we decided to hold it off. And then just before Adam was born, I had a love for Volvo.
Yeah, Volvo, very nice.
We almost went out to get Volvo. For me personally, I love the XC90. Asen loves it too.
Yeah.
So to a point where one of my coworkers was actually joking, he's telling me, he's like, Annie, if you can't get the car, since you're getting your baby, just call him Volvo. I wanted a car so bad, but then I figured, I was like, wait, we're getting a baby. There's so many expenses that are gonna come about, and I'm actually glad we didn't, because I've only needed a car whenever we're taking him for his doctor's appointments. So I'm glad we actually didn't get a car. So if you can stay as long as you can without having a car, especially if you're in Toronto, do not buy that car.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost you. If you can't, of course, go ahead, get yourself a car, but make sure you try and get something within your budget or something that you will be able to pay off for.
Oh, I would say don't buy a car before you buy a property.
Yes. So like Asen was saying, we had to take We had to take a break to give Adam some milk. As you can see now, he's quiet. So yeah, you were saying do not buy a car before buying a property.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest mistake you can make.
Yeah, and I think that's also because a car, it depreciates the minute you sign those papers. You've not even left the dealership. It doesn't appreciate in value. It depreciates.
Yeah.
So
it's just a burden.
Yeah. So the minute you, let's say you get a $60,000 car, the minute you sign off those papers, even before leaving that dealership, if you try telling them, hey, I just can't get this car right now, you've just bought it. Trust me, that you would have to have had a very nice person who you were dealing with to still agree to pay you that full price you just paid for that car, even without driving off from the dealership. And because a car depreciates, so if you can go long without it, go ahead. And what about in terms of also theft? In Canada, there's so much theft nowadays for cars. Cars are being stolen. Some of my friends actually, now it's like 3 friends, their cars have been stolen.
Yeah.
Their cars have been stolen. So that's the other thing to look at. If you decide to buy a car, what kind of insurance are you getting? And who's the provider for that insurance to even start with?
Yeah, make sure that it includes the theft.
Yeah, it includes the theft, because especially those nice luxury cars, they're being stolen a lot. And those are just some of the things to consider. What else would you talk about?
I think it's mainly the insurances, the gas prices lately.
Yeah.
If you can afford a Tesla, by all means,
The electric cars.
By all means.
Go
Okay.
That's how we deal with. Just because of a bib, he's throwing a fit. And those are some of the things that I would say. Oh, and babe, there are also people who buy cars to drive Uber.
Yeah, well, that's fine. It's okay as long as they can get work. Because imagine if there's no work.
Right. Especially in winter time.
Yeah.
In winter time, yes, some areas have people because they do take Ubers to go a few places, but in winter time there's little movement compared to when the weather is pretty good.
For example, if you remember when everything was in lockdown, there was nobody was traveling, everyone was working from home.
Yeah.
And for the few times that we took Uber, the drivers are complaining.
They were complaining that there is no business. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. If you can find people, then it doesn't make sense why you're taking Uber. You're buying a new car to drive an Uber or Lyft or taxi.
Yeah.
You have to get it into a point where you'll be able to find business to pay it off.
Yeah. I think it's good, if you do it once in a while.
Yeah.
If you do it, for example, after work or on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a trend. What one thing I've seen as a trend is a lot of people, they're buying cars just for social reasons, and then when things don't pan out and expenses are more, they start driving Uber. Guys, I've been into a Maserati as an Uber. You remember?
Was it Maserati or Jaguar?
It was a Maserati and a Jaguar when I went for my dental appointment. A Maserati and a Jaguar as an Uber, guys. And I remember the Jaguar guy, he was telling me, he's like, oh, I'm an engineer, I don't do this, it's just because today I was off. And I'm thinking, I'm like, So if you're doing it for business, fine, but don't buy a luxury car and then things become so expensive to a point that you even have to resort to Uber. So you're basically not even enjoying the car. You cannot even have a social life because at this point you actually have to work. You do not have an option. You have to work in order to pay off that car.
So you just work for the car.
Yeah, you're basically working for the car. So the Jaguar, the Maserati, that was just the best. I remember the Jaguar is the one that I actually took a picture and sent to the Maserati. I just told you about it.
Yeah.
The Jaguar, I was so shocked because it was brand new. It was the latest model SUV. Oh my goodness. It was interesting. But yeah, so for us, our views about buying a car, it depreciates. It doesn't appreciate in value. So do you ask yourself, do you need it? Do you need to buy that car? Do you need to incur that expense?
That's the first question that you have to ask yourself.
Yeah.
Do you need it?
Do you need it? Can you stay a little bit more time without buying a car? would you be able to afford to do that? Those are just our views about car ownership. If you want to go to and plus, like, especially dealerships here in Canada, they always have deals.
Oh yeah.
0%, come sign and get a car.
They're gonna promise you the stars just to sell you a car.
Just to sell you a car, 0 credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they even tell you 0 credit in terms of, like, they're not giving you 0 APR. Was it APR? They tell you the 0 APR for the interest rate.
Oh yeah, 0 interest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want a car? No car
no
for you.
car for you.
TTC. Okay. Yeah. You agree?
Or another thing. Oh yeah, you agree with us? Another thing is you could buy a car if you have a business. The only exception for us, we would usually say, for buying a car, other than when you actually really need it, is if when you buy a car you have a registered business or a company. That way you can actually expense the car to your company or to your business.
Exactly, yeah, it would make sense. Yeah.
That would make sense. And even for, like, tax purposes, that would be good for you when you're doing your taxes at the end of the year, because that would be your business expense. That's a different topic in terms of taxes. But if you have a corporation or a company, you're buying a car, or even like some of the expenses that you incur on a day-to-day basis, you can expense it to the company. So yeah, we would say, like, other than that, steer clear from buying a car. It's very expensive. The gas right now, it's like over 140. Alright guys, so those are just our views about car ownership. Have a beautiful day. As you can see, baby Adam is getting fussy, so we need to give him undue attention.
Yeah.
Why are you giving me those eyes, Baba?
Are you sleepy now?
Yeah, after eating?
Oh! Yeah? Okay.
Okay. Alright guys.
Alright guys.
Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.